Hi everyone, hopefully this is live. I think it is. Hi everyone, how are you? It's Friday for me. Time for another stream. Hi Photoshop, welcome. I'm so glad to see you made it today. How are you? How has your week been? I completely forgot to post on Instagram, so I'm gonna take a second to do that while we wait for people to come in. We're going to be inking this on today. Okay, let's all post it. Hi Karina, I'm good. I'm good. Hopefully today goes well. I've been way too distracted by watching news. Let me get a little bit more brightness over here. Okay, so I posted to Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. I think that's everything, right? So, oh wait, I have to... Okay, all set. I think I'm just gonna take it easy again and use the multi-liners. Because I do have a little bit of a headache right now. I did not sleep so well last night. Actually, in general, my sleep has been suffering the last few days. I keep watching the news. I shouldn't, but keep waiting for something to happen, you know? Let me turn down the music a little. That one came in loud. So yeah, how was your week, everyone? How have you been doing? I think what we need to do first is take up some of this graphite and make this drawing a little bit later. I have the light pad out because I'm going to ink it in a different way. I did this last stream where I was inking. I don't remember which... Was that on YouTube? Where I use the light pad with the sketch below. It just helps me give you see even more dimension while I'm inking, so I feel like it's good. It's good to do that. So I'm gonna try. Yeah, me too, yeah. I'm working a lot, but now it's more cool weather. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's cooler there. Oh my gosh. So, I think some people here know, but I'm actually originally from Pennsylvania. So it's crazy. I was telling my husband, I don't think I've ever heard my home state mentioned on the news so much in my life. Like, it's insane. And I mean, I don't want to talk about politics, but at the same time, like this election has completely restored my faith in the voting system, because my first time voting was back when it was Al Gore versus Bush, I believe, and I just felt like my vote totally did not count and it was pointless. But you know what? It really seems to count this time. Like, every single vote is counting. So it's really restored my faith. I think from now on I'm gonna make sure I vote every single time I can. Even if it's not presidential. I hope more people take good things like that from this whole thing. Like, I also feel like really thankful to the poll workers. because they've been working for like so many hours, and it's super thankless because so many idiots are trying to tell them not to count. They're all volunteers. It's amazing. They're really amazing people, in my opinion. I was trying to check on my vote just now online to make sure it was counted, but I can't figure out how to find the information yet. I'm not sure if international votes are the same because I don't think we were told. I don't remember the paperwork saying I would get notice if the ballot was received, but I know the domestic ballots have it. And I never got an email, so. But I know it should be received because I mailed my sister a package to Pennsylvania also at the same time, and she got it early. So, by right, I would think that my vote reached PA as well. So yeah, I'm just taking this rubber eraser and I made it into this type of shape, and I'm rolling it to pick up excess graphite so it still leaves the line art on the paper, but it's not going to be like as smudgy, and I'll be able to see my pen go over top the pencil a lot easier, so I know I made the mark. Yeah, it might fall in mail-in vote. Yeah, it's interesting because I believe they kept talking about mail-in votes and stuff, but I think they were talking about domestic ones because recently the news started mentioning the international and military votes, and those, like, the type of vote I put in also had like a whole bunch of stuff on there for like military, because most of the time, I think 99% of the time, people use this type of vote for like when they live overseas for the military. So I guess they weren't actually talking about international votes so much as they were talking about the domestic votes previously, because I think they were pretty much saying that the international votes are the last things to be counted. A lot of times they don't even matter because like the election's usually decided by the time they need to open up the international votes. But now it's like especially Georgia and Pennsylvania, every freaking vote is going to be counted, and is going to make a difference. It's crazy. Crazy time we're living in. It's just crazy. Okay, I think I'll go with 0.1. 0.3 is a bit thick. I've noticed all of the well, it's really hot in here, sorry. Literally just turned off the aircon because it was too cold. Now I'm too hot. I noticed that the line arts for this witch series, like everything is so tiny, and it must be something to do with printing them from digital. Like the 0.3 is a nice stable size of multi-liner. I like it because it's more difficult to screw up the line. It's more solid, you know, but it's usually not too thick. But recently I found for these drawings, it's just too thick. I'm gonna do the trees first. It's the easiest. Oh shit! You know what? I better practice. My hand feels a little shaky. Oh, I colored this, I think yesterday. I was just sitting here and I had like such a headache, but I wanted to do something, so I slapped a little color on it. It's not the best sketch, but it's also not the best color. That doesn't sound great. I just wanted to just put some color on there, and I didn't use a palette, so I feel like it wasn't super even. But it's almost like good practice because I still have these watercolor markers I wanted to make a video out of, and I just can't figure out how to work them. But I feel like applying watercolor with a water pen without a palette first is kind of like similar. So it's like more of a practice. Where do you get your supplies? I buy my art supplies from local art shops. Like I order quite a bit from Overjoyed. It's a store in, it's the store in the city, but they have a website and it's really easy to order from there here in Singapore. And I've bought some supplies from Straits Art Co. a lot and Art Friend, all in Singapore. And then the stuff that I don't get from there, I order from, like I've ordered from Dick Blake in the US and then shipped it over here. I've ordered from Amazon in the past, but I haven't ordered from Amazon for a long time because they took away free shipping to Singapore. So I stopped buying from there. It used to be like insane. You had to have like $100 order in order to get free shipping. But me and my husband would still probably do it once a year. Because we would just like save up all the things that we were gonna buy and like buy everything at once. And yeah, sometimes I order from just, I mean like the Lightpad I bought from Taobao. So sometimes I've gotten things from Taobao too. I need to find a page where I can just scribble. I know I have one in here, I just need to find it. I love your, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Caitlin. It sucks that they took free yeah, it sucks they took away the free shipping. I guess they were losing money though. So I can kind of understand. I mean, even if we spent like $100+ on the order, the shipping is so expensive. Like, I don't know how they dealt with that, to be honest. They opened a local Amazon, which all of the prices on the local Amazon is so overpriced that it's like we don't pay any attention to it. And it's all stuff that they bring from overseas anyway. So it just seems like they just created a fake website as a go-between and then charged more money than it would be if we bought it directly from the US. So that's why we don't buy as much stuff from Amazon anymore. I try to support the local art shops a lot because a lot of the times they're not super overpriced. They're just a little bit overpriced compared to if I bought it directly. But I want to support them because I want them to stick around, and sometimes it's worth a little bit extra to get the thing faster. And sometimes I don't want to wait. So I try to support them when I can, but of course I'm not going to buy something from them if it's like super overpriced. Like they have some big ticket items like polychromos, like insanely expensive. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to buy those overseas. It's just, I'm not buying those locally. It's like double, triple the price for the big sets. So yeah, I'm just getting my hand used to using this pen first. Just do like big lines so I don't screw up my drawing and have to start over again like last time. Oops, I need to move some stuff because I can't see your chats. I am freezing, oh my god, what's happening? Is it just cold there? Been working a lot, but now it's more, oh yeah, I read that, wait. Yeah, Amazon sucks, yeah. I got like a ring light from Amazon. Oh, that's cool. I need to look that up. I really want to get a ring light and a different way to hold the camera because I'm using this mic stand. It's the same one in my old like review, or no, my old like tour video. I've been using them for so long, but I really kind of want it off the table because it just cuts my table in half. So I really want to get like an arm that clamps to the side of my table, but there's so many listings, like I don't know which one to buy. There's just so many out there. It's like, well, which one's sturdy? Which one works well? I just don't know. There's just too many. I do use Amazon still because there's something I need for school or just supplies. No, it's totally, I'm not against Amazon. It's totally fine to use it. I would have probably still been using it if I was in the US. It's just I stopped using it because they took away the free shipping, so that's the only reason. I was annoyed when they made the domestic US shipping more expensive for free shipping too, because like I sometimes buy my sister like Christmas gifts and stuff from Amazon and I just ship it to her house, and it's kind of annoying because like you have to buy more useless junk with the order to get the delivery for free, because I'm like allergic to paying for shipping. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. It looks like a mess, but I'm just trying to get my arm ready. I just go to a nearby store to get my school supplies. Oh, that's great. There's so many stores that have closed. Okay, I'm gonna start with the trees, so it's gonna be a weird angle. Sorry, guys. And let me know if everything is okay, like if the video is bright enough for you guys and if the sound is good. Like if there's anything weird, let me know. I feel like it's a little dim, but I might be turning on the light later. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be turning on the light now. Duh. Maybe I should make it a little less bright. Really washes out. Come on. You can do it. Oh, it is doing it. It's just slow. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine. Oh yeah, I was saying, so much has changed since I've been to the US. I wonder what stores are still around. Because I used to love going to AC Moore, and then they said they closed that down. It's so sad to me. That was my favorite art store, art supply type store to go to in my old hometown. Like, we had a Michael's right next door, but I liked the AC Moore better. They had better stuff. Just doing like the trees and like some creepy like branches in the background. They're the easiest because like you don't have to be perfect with them. I'm gonna put a tissue down so my hand oils don't get all over the paper. Super paranoid. Trying to give myself the easiest time when it comes to actually doing the watercolor. I'm sorry, I stopped mid thought because I just realized, where is this branch coming from? I didn't hash this one out that well. I guess it would be from down here. Have you tried Japanese art supplies? Yes, I have. Let me make sure. I have the Huion watercolors. Those are Japanese, and the nibs that I use for my inking pens these type of inking pens, which I was using, but I've just not been feeling well, so I'm taking it easy with the multi-liners. Those are from Japan. I've had papers from Japan. Copics are from Japan as well. I have a lot of Copics. I have a few Japanese pens, like the pocket brush. Yeah, I do quite a few Japanese supplies. How about you guys? I think Japan makes quite a lot of really good art supplies. But I gotta admit, so far my favorite watercolors have been the American made and European made watercolors. Like, I like the French watercolors Nelly. I like Schminke watercolors, which are from Germany. Daniel Smith from the US. I'm quite curious about US watercolor paints, actually. I'm thinking about getting some watercolor for my birthday and Christmas. And I'm deciding between trying M. Graham or Da Vinci. And I think I might go for Da Vinci. Just very curious how that brand holds up, because it looks quite inexpensive compared to other ones. In the same kind of range. No, but I wish. Yeah, I guess it's quite common to have the Japanese art supplies where I live in Singapore. The Copics are actually cheaper here, and the Hawaiian watercolors are actually really inexpensive here too. So it was very easy for me to try them. The one thing I have to say about Japanese and even Chinese watercolors is I've noticed that they're like, especially Hawaiian, they're like very vibrant and smooth, so it kind of like feels like they'd be a good fit for like anime art. I feel like the same is, it's similar for the Shanhan watercolor. Wait, is Shanhan Chinese or Korean? It might be Korean actually, which I guess would make sense because the Korean markers are also pretty good. I made these trees extra branchy. Baby. My cat's sitting at my feet and I can feel her flicking her tail on my foot. She's irritated and wants attention. So recently I've been having this problem with my cat where she doesn't want to eat her wet food as much, which is weird. She's a weird cat, I swear. But she wants all the dry food. And she's been trying to demand for like 4 different feedings of dry food. And I'm super over it. Like, I keep trying to tell her you had enough. She's supposed to only get 2 feedings of dry food. But my husband is usually kind of weak and he lets her have 3. But I'm like, no. This bad habit needs to stop. I'm not sure if in my other drawing I extended the trees quite a bit, but I think they will probably stop here on this one. Oh, but in another stream I was talking about a treat that I had bought for my cat. It's actually a Japanese treat called Chao Churu. It's like this little like pouch and you like squeeze it and they eat the stuff that comes out, kind of like a go-gurt, if you guys know what that means. We tried that recently, and I give it to her after I clean her ears because she hates when I clean her ears. But it actually seems to work out pretty good. She hasn't turned into a monster after eating it. And she seemed to have caught on how to eat it really quickly. So I'm actually gonna buy more. When it came to like little like treats, like the Greenies, the Greenies brand, she turns into a weird monster when she eats those. So I'm glad that she doesn't do that with this stuff. I'm gonna have to switch the computer. I'll be back. Oh, that's okay. Take your time. It's actually nice to have something like that to distract her because it takes her a while to eat it. Because after I clean her ears, she always starts itching them. And I'm like, that's gotta be bad for her skin if she's itching when they're still kind of wet. So it's like the treat kind of distracts her from doing the damage. Where are these branches going? I'm just taking a second to think out the branches because it doesn't fully connect. I obviously didn't... I'm either looking at it wrong or I didn't think it through. Okay. Oh, so other than the election, this week me and my husband watched Mulan on Disney Plus for the first time, the movie. And we actually really liked it. We liked it a lot. So I would recommend if anybody wants to check it out. I was actually really curious after watching it why people hated it so much. So I went and looked up a few videos on YouTube. But in my opinion, like, at least the video I saw, this one lady talking about it, I feel like she just wanted to hate it. So she just kind of picked at every tiny thing she could. I think it was still good. My biggest complaint was I feel like the middle part was quite rushed. So I could have used like another hour of footage. My husband was saying something like, well, they can only fit so much. And I'm like, oh, they should make this into a mini series. Really drag it out, because I would have loved to see the storyline of the witch more. I really like the witch. I want to see her story more. Could have been hashed out a little bit better. But I loved the ending. Like, I honestly feel like until the ending, it was just an okay movie. But that ending made it an amazing movie. I was just like, yes, that's what I need. It was perfect. But I also feel like my husband was saying something where he was saying, I think it just came out at a bad point because of the political climate and the, you know, issues with China right now. So a lot of people kind of made it political, and I get it. It was just bad luck. Because I feel like, I remember hearing people talk about Mulan back in 2018 and stuff, and they were so excited. And they were so happy that it was cast with, like, actually Chinese actors. And then now they're complaining that the writer and the director isn't Chinese. And I'm just like, okay. But at least the actors were. And I think it's a win that it was a woman director as well. Although, if I'm being honest, I feel like some of the issues with the movie were to do with direction. Sorry to that director. But we liked it. We'll actually watch it again. All these tiny little branches. I wasn't a fan of the movie because Disney has been have a hit and misses with their movie remake. Yeah, they have. I mean, the movie remakes haven't always been amazing, but I'm okay with them. I like that they do tiny little micro changes that kind of explain it better. I feel like the way they explain Mulan and why she, you know, like, doesn't want to be in the role that she's supposed to have was a bit, it was different. It was just different. It almost felt kind of Merida-like, the way they created her new character. But I don't know, I guess because I don't have high expectations or anything, I was alright with it. It's just different. People can see it as like an AU Mulan, you know? Alternative universe. Hi Ray Koi, how are you? Welcome. How has your week been? Not really, because the movie had more issues because they had to remake the script a lot. Oh, they did? I didn't know that. Because the first draft of Mulan was nothing like the final movie. Oh, wow, must have gone through some stuff. Maybe that's why some of the things were a bit lost in the middle. Because, like, they just got too hung up on rewrites, maybe? That's a shame. Although, then again, like, you know, Frozen went through a ton of rewrites, too. And it ended up really good. But, I mean, I guess they can't win every time. Oh, my husband found this one video. I know, like, people don't like the actress of Mulan because she spoke out about political things when she probably should have just kept her mouth shut. But, there's this one video he found where she was singing the you know, like, cartoon song with footage of the original movie, and she's actually a really good singer. I could tell my husband really enjoyed it because I was washing dishes after we watched the movie, and I could hear him like blasting Mulan music, and I was like, but like the Chinese version he found on YouTube. It is kind of funny because he was asking me, hey, how come this video was so old with them singing this song? And I'm like, because the song's from the cartoon from 1998. He's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, they only played like background music of the song in the movie. Of course, it would be quite interesting if they had made like an adaptation of the movie that was like much, much closer to the cartoon. But at the same time, I feel like people would still complain. Because I feel like with Beauty and the Beast, I remember hearing people complain a lot that it was too close to the cartoon. And it was like, alright, well, Disney can't win then. Alright, these two branches I'm not super happy with, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make the branches black, so if there's any like weird lines, it'll be fixed then. I did start to do a digital mock-up of the color, and I'm still kind of unsure if I want everything to be black. I'm not sure if it's a little overpowering. It might just be like dark gray trees in the background. We'll see. Yeah, I went through a lot. Like Mulan was supposed to originally have a white lover. Oh no. Which was really bad because it didn't make sense. Oh my gosh, what? Yo, Disney, why? Oh, I saw this one criticism that the boyfriend, which I find it weird that her male character, you know, Huion, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the name in the cartoon, right? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Hua something else in the cartoon, so I was wondering why they changed her name. And then like the potential love interest name was also different. I thought that was strange. I wonder why they did that. But I do think one change is like, okay, in the cartoon, the potential love interest was like the leader of their troop, right? But he was also like their age. So I think by changing it to someone who was older, who was leading the troop, made a lot more sense. Yeah, Shang. It made so much more sense because why would someone their age be training them? Like that didn't really make sense just because he was like the son of the guy in charge. Like, please. It made so much more sense that an older guy was doing it, in my opinion. But I saw one criticism that the new character in her didn't have any kind of emotional tie that the audience can feel, and I completely disagree. I thought their relationship was really, really interesting and very emotional. Like the whole scene where he like interrupted her bath, I felt like was really good acting. Cause like he really wanted to be friends and she rejected him, and he was like really upset. I really like that scene. Ping, yeah! See, I thought it was different. I wonder why they changed it to June. Ping was her male name and Shang was the love interest. Well, I know that since it's Disney, they wouldn't do what the actual ending of Mulan would be like, which is very dark. Although I've heard a lot of stories of Mulan, and one of the stories is that she just continued in the army and she was never discovered. Like the actual Chinese stories of Mulan. what happened when I was gone? I just did more trees, and we were talking about I had watched Mulan over the weekend. I really liked it, though. The new movie on Disney Plus. We were talking about like the differences and like how some people really hated it, but I liked it. I think it was good. But I also really do wish they would hash it out more. Like, I seriously could deal with a mini-series with the whole series playing out like way longer. Although some parts were quite predictable, there was this one scene where she was about to like face off against some bad guys, and I was like, that witch is gonna appear here, right? And like 2 seconds later, the witch shows up, and I'm like, where did all the other soldiers go? That was so weird. It is super predictable. Okay, the trees are in. Now I'm gonna do the creepy eyes in the background, watching her. Oh shit, my hand feels shaky. I don't know why my hand's shaking suddenly. Back to drawing lines real quick. Getting the page. I need to do a tour of this sketchbook, but before that I really want to go in and like finish some of the drawings, because like a lot of this is completely unfinished. It's just like how this year has been. Like I just walked away from a lot of these drawings. So that's what I had been doing, because I finished that one sort of. Probably want to slap some color on this one, and I had finished this one, which I posted to Instagram, and I drew this and then finished it the other day just to fill up the page. So yeah, definitely want some more color and less like just scratchy lines. Like this could use some color, just to make it slightly more interesting. And like this mermaid's really nice. I like to finish her. Where is this scratchy page I was using? Should probably bookmark it. Ah, there it is. Okay, it's already open. One thing I always have to remind myself is to take my time when I'm inking. It's my least favorite thing to do, and like, if you rush it, you really mess up. And I would recommend just doing like hatch lines whenever you're feeling kind of like shaky. Like just relax your hand so you have less mistakes. Leave that open. Okay. Oh yeah, so I have a video finished for YouTube, and it's all uploaded. Last night I was gonna post it before going to bed, but it took too long. I forgot that I had chosen to process it as like Ultra HD for the first time. So YouTube like took a couple hours to process the video. So I just went to bed and forgot about it. But I did schedule it for release later. I guess it'd be tomorrow for you guys. I think tomorrow afternoon for you guys. Anyone in the US, it'll be like tomorrow afternoon. For me, it's gonna be like 1 a.m. Try a different time slot, because I usually post them evenings my time, but I'm just posting it a little bit differently. And it's just gonna be a review of this light pad. So it won't be the most like amazing, interesting video, but I do plan, like, I feel bad I haven't done like a traditional like art speed paint type video for a long time. So that's my next one for sure. I'm gonna do some kind of coloring or art video next, so Please be patient. Sorry, guys. But yeah, hopefully the video is good. I honestly, for the first time, I really hated my voice when I was editing. I usually don't feel good or bad about it, but for some reason I really hated my voice. Hopefully it's not irritating anybody else. I'm so out of practice though. I made notes last time I made a video about how to color grade my video. And I'm so glad I did because I had to look at them again before. Let me get the ruler. Before finishing my video because I just completely forgot how to do it again. I'm just using a ruler to get the shape of her hat like nice and sharp. I also want to do a room tour finally soon, but before we do it, I had to sell this elliptical that I have in the art room because I just haven't been able to use it and it's taking up too much space. So I'd rather like wait until the room is kind of more finished by having it gone, and then I'll do the room tour. But that's been like years in the making. Like I really need to do that. You're watching me on 2 streams? Like 2 devices, or is it streaming onto 2 different? Let me check. Did I mess up? Okay, come on mouse, let's go. This is YouTube, my channel. I know I used the same title, but it looks like there's only 1 video. That happened before though, so that's why I had to check. It happened before where I had 2 streams going. It was so bad. Okay, I'm just gonna go top down, so we'll do the little decorations in her hat. I might actually switch to a smaller one. Switch to the 0.5 for this. Oh, 2 different accounts. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the added view. I appreciate it. So what kind of videos would you guys like to see from me in the future? I'd be really curious to know. Oh, I hit a bump in the watercolor paper. Now this line's getting thicker. So annoying. That's the one problem with watercolor paper. I believe I had looked up these star-shaped flowers on her hat, and they were like moonflowers or something. It was really interesting. I'm just drawing a little baby's breath because I think it makes it cute. Actually, another thing I think this light pad is helpful is because I have it on a tilt. So I can see my lines so much better by using it like this. I think the other day I tried to ink without the tilt and I felt like I was blind. I'm not used to it already. Okay. I would say maybe where to start in figuring out what art material medium you like to use. Oh, like a video, like how to decide what mediums to use? Helpful tip for beginner artists? Okay, I can consider that. I always kind of wanted to do a video with like... I've had this thought in my mind for years. But I've always kind of wanted to do a video where I just talk about like the things I wish I knew before I started watercolor. Like a watercolor 101 kind of thing for getting started. But I'm not sure if I should. I feel like that video's been done. But I always kind of wanted to make one. What do you guys think about that? Helpful tips for beginner artists, yeah. Oh, I missed a line. Stuff even like, for me when I first started with watercolors, I didn't really know the difference between student grade and professional grade. So I kind of wish I knew that back then. Okay, cool. I'll have to really look into doing that. I just have to figure out how to shoot it. I'm kind of nervous about her face shape because I hate when I mess up the face shape. Ugh. I think I'll do the cat first. Cat's easier. I could use a video, how not to be afraid of inking. It's the one place I cannot help anyone else. Cat is so cute. It's so weird. I just do a little triangle for the cat's nose, and it almost looks like one of those anime smiles. I don't know if it can focus. It's quite funny. Don't know why it does that when I ink it. Okay, I think I'll ink the hair first. Hair seems like an easier squiggly line time. I actually really like this type of hair. I think it's really pretty. I assume if you have like hair this puffy and curly, it's quite high maintenance. I think it's really pretty. I have the type of hair that will not hold a curl. Not even like a wave, it just like falls flat instantly. Probably because my hair's long, so it just weighs it down and the curl just pops right out. It looks nice. Why, thank you, Photoshop. I appreciate that. It's amazing how long inking takes. I always underestimate myself. I'm always like, I can get this done really, really quickly. Then I spend a few hours on it. Actually, it's the thing about like Mulan was also something that was like weighing heavily on me when I was watching the KDA more, the newest song, and I could see there was a lot of comments like they just really hated that the Seraphine character sang in Chinese, and it made me like really upset because it's like I get people don't like what China's doing. Like, the government's trash, we all know it. They're terrible. But it doesn't mean the people in the language are bad. Like, there's still good people in China. There's a lot of people in China. They can't all be bad. So it's kind of weird how people just instantly want to label everything from China as bad. Especially since Chinese is a language, like, not Chinese, but Mandarin's a language that's spoken so, like, it's the #1 language in the world. It's the most used language. Spoken in so many countries by so many different people. not just those living in mainland China. But I guess people like that, they don't care, they don't think about these things. They don't see the logic. That reminds me of another language thing. I don't remember how I got onto it, but I was quite curious about the language that people from India speak. Because, oh yeah, it's because I was looking up what the most popular languages in the world was, like the most used language, and it was Mandarin. And then like one of the top was also Hindi, and I was like, that's interesting, because in Singapore, the one of the main languages that is spoken here is Tamil. So I googled for a while to figure out what the difference between Hindi and Tamil is, because you know, most people speak Tamil here, who are of Indian descent or from India. So I was like reading up on the difference between Tamil and Hindi. It seems like it's just kind of just like how Chinese, like Mandarin has provinces, and there'll be like slightly difference in the language. Seems like, actually I was still quite confused about it. Seems like it's just different area uses the language. Seems like Tamil is older, but it's like less popular. So it's interesting that Singapore uses that language the most and not Hindi. Actually, when I was younger, I was quite interested in languages. I kind of wanted to be a linguistic, but I just never had the chance to go through that path. And frankly, when I tried to learn languages, I was quite bad at it. Unfortunately, people don't want to understand. Yeah, that's a really sad part. I gotta be honest, I really hope that Biden wins, and I hope he's able to unite America a bit. That would be really great. With all that's going on, it'd be good if America could be a little less divided and a little less selfish. I am craftily avoiding her face. It's going straight to her neck. Yes, me too. That's great. I'm glad. Alright, I'm gonna go super slow and try to do the side of her face. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately it might be bumpy after. Yeah, it's gonna be bumpy. I keep hearing people say half of America didn't want him, but it's like, yeah, but like, the majority of America didn't want him last time, or didn't want Trump last time, so I don't see the difference. But, I mean, I've been watching a lot of news, and Biden's already said he's willing to reach out and reach out to the other side, the Trump supporters. But Trump was never willing to reach out to the other side himself. He never tried. So at least somebody's willing to try. Okay, we did it. I didn't mess up the face so far. Yes. A plus. Time to take a break and have some water. I feel like this thing, I really, I think everybody wishes it was over already and we just knew who was the winner. But it's gonna be probably until December for us to know for sure. Just so nerve-wracking. The news keeps mentioning the Al Gore Bush campaign went to like the Supreme Court to finalize the winner. And it's funny because I think I was too young back then because I had no idea. Probably because I also never really watched the news when I was living in the US. That could be why I didn't know. Now that I'm older and living in Singapore, I do watch the news. Mainly because the news is a bit more curated, I'll say, to be nice. And there's less depressing things on there. So it's easier to watch. Like when I used to try to watch the news when I lived in Pennsylvania, we were close to Philadelphia. So every time the news came on, it was like at least 10 minutes straight of this person got shot, that person got shot, this person was killed, this person was robbed. And it's so depressing. It's so depressing. But here they kind of leave that stuff out. So it's a little bit less depressing. Oh. This one's difficult. My birthday is close by. Oh, really? Oh, happy early birthday. Is it this week? That's really nice. I hope you have a nice birthday. Are you planning on doing anything? Where you live, is it under lockdown or are you able to go out? Also, we have more political, more active organizations and groups that want to make and are making a difference. Yeah. Okay, I'll be honest, I think that the water splash looks so much better digitally, but it'll be fine. I don't know. Aw. Yeah, it's this week. Oh, well, I really hope you have a happy one and it's a fun time. Even if it's just at home. Maybe you can watch something nice. Order some food. My birthday was at the beginning of the year, so it was like just before the pandemic, but it was actually Chinese New Year on my birthday last year, so it was like I still couldn't go out because everything was closed. So I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a minute. And by the time I was able to go out, the pandemic had already started, so I never actually got to celebrate mine outside. It's quite a shame. Because here in Singapore, the pandemic hit on Chinese New Year. So that was the end of January. For me, what I did to compensate was I ordered art supplies online. So at least there was that. I just realized I've been using the 0.5 multiliner. Or, sorry, I should say 0.05. I usually use at least the 0.1, but this is working pretty good, so. Now we're doing the corset. Maybe I should move this. I really love to draw corsets on my ladies. I just love the look of corsets. I think I managed to draw a corset on each one of the witch. I'm not sure. Well, maybe not. Maybe the plant witch doesn't have one. I think she just has a vest. My birthday was when we went into lockdown, and it was so weird for us to celebrate it. Even then, I don't really do big celebrations on my birthday. Aw, yeah, I kind of understand. I've never really done a huge celebration for my birthday either. Even when I was young, it was always just like a party with the family kind of thing. And now that I'm older, it's just like... Okay, honestly, I've hit a rut because the last like 5 birthdays was the same thing, which is the same thing I do on other days when I just want to go out. I go to the art store, I buy some art supplies, and then we go out to eat, and that's it. But I mean, that's a fun time to me. I mean, that's always a good time. Next time I go to the art store, I really want to pick up more of these pens. Because I only have 3 sizes. I have the 0.05, the 0.1, and the 0.3. I actually really like these. So I'll probably pick up a 0.5 as well. I think they had colors too. Let me pick up some colors. I already have a ton of Copic multiliners, but you know, I'm just gonna want them. I have a bunch of mangaka brand multiliners that I bought to try, which I don't like, and I wonder if I should just give them away or something. I see nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's a good time. In my family, when I have a birthday, I just get a cake. Oh, but that's still nice. A cake is still nice. Do you get to pick the cake? Singapore has this very interesting culture for like friends, where it's like when it's your birthday, you treat everyone else to dinner. My husband was telling me that, and I was like, what? No, they're supposed to treat you to dinner. What the heck? Okay. Just adding little circles for like where the lacing would go in. Kind of do it afterwards so it matches up. It's probably not the way you're supposed to, but it's all an illusion to make it look good. Okay. Let's see. I like the mangaka liners and use the brush version of it to practice getting into brush pens. Yeah, the only reason I don't like them is because they just feel thicker than what I like. So that's why I never really liked them. But I think they're still good. It's just I don't like them. For me. I always feel bad like when I say something and like I just want to make it clear, like I never say like you can't like this thing, you know? I don't want to be that type of person. It's just I didn't enjoy it. But I've never been the type of person who like won't let other people like a thing. I mean, except Trump. I'm sorry, I just don't understand if you like him. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, the first, I think, okay, with the actual multi-liners, I think I just had bad luck because I had ones that were skipping. But the first time I got them, I got the flexible ones. And I really wanted to like them, but they were just too thick for me. Like, I could use like half of the size of the fine, and then I would have really liked it. But I've seen other people use them, like, and they look really good. I think it just depends on how you like, how thick you like your lines. And because I was, like, a big fan of shoujo manga as a kid, and still like that style, I really like thin lines. The thick lines just look like mistakes to me on my own art. But they look really good on other people's art, so... I like using them. I just noticed when I erased the pencil sketches after lining with them, the ink looked faded. Oh no! Would have to go over inking it. The only con there. I don't like that overgrown sweet potatoes. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've never heard that one. That's so good. Yeah, that's the biggest issue I had with like what are they called, microns, the Sakura microns. I used to use them when I was younger. I had like so many of them because like they were really easy to get when you live in the US, you know. Joann's, Michael's, AC Moore, they all have them for sale, so you can go and buy them really easily. But my biggest pet peeve was that when I erased, it would get really faded, and then I'd have to go over everything again, which means higher chance of mistakes. And I switched to the Copic multi-liners because one, they had because I used to press really, really hard, and I would break the 0.05s really easily. So I had like 10 different 0.05s from the microns, and it was just like such a waste. So I bought the one where you can change the nib for the Copic multi-liners, and I noticed that they like stayed blacker after I erased, so that's why I switched to those. And these touch ones are just as good, so I've been liking these. But yeah, that's the biggest flaw. Like, it's so annoying when you have to do so much extra work. I didn't know that they were like that. I didn't get that far, so that's such a shame. Am I still avoiding the face, or should, you know, I'm just gonna do the face. I feel pretty good. The inking has been going really well. I hope I'm not cursing myself. I feel like I was gonna say something else there, but I forgot where I was going with that. I got distracted by my own drawing. I never used microns. I used to use the Sharpie ones and the Copic ones. Oh, the Sharpie ones. I've never used Sharpie liners before. That's interesting. How were they? Where can you find white pens or markers? White pens like the gel pens like these. So these gel pens I buy from like art supply stores, or even like you might find them at office supplies. The one that's pretty good, but I mean, okay, honestly, all white gel pens are a bit flawed. They have a lifespan that you cannot guess, and once they're dead, they're dead. So the pretty good ones are the Uniball Signo Broad, which is this one. I really like this one, but it does die on you, and when it dies it becomes completely useless. And the Sakura, where do I have it? Yeah, the Sakura Jelly Roll, those are the best actually. I've had some luck with some other brands, but they kind of come and go. It just depends on the actual pen you get to be how lucky you are with it. But yeah, it depends on your area. Like anywhere that sells a lot of pens in general, you can check and see if they have them. Or you can go to like art supply shops or check online. The last time I bought those, I bought them from Artmark in Singapore. It's a shop at Bras Basha, right a level above Art Friend, because I know they have them for sure, and I know where they are in the shop, so I tend to go there to get them. But in Singapore you can also get them from Popular Bookstore, but they don't always have stock. You can also use like white ink if you want to experiment, or white acrylic paint even if you are sure of your line, because it's permanent. I guess ink is pretty permanent too, and I really like using white gouache if your paper that you're using it on can take it. A lot of the marker papers can't really take it, but it's nice because you can vary the line and make it lighter or darker. But honestly, the easiest is the white gel pen. It's just super easy. Let's see. The Sharpie ones were okay, but they are very affordable to get in a pack of 12. Oh, that's nice. I wonder if the Sharpie ones spread at all. Like when you put it down on the paper, does it kind of just keep spreading out the ink so it gets like kind of fuzzy? I also like the Prismacolor multi-liners. They're really good to use from my experience. Really, I didn't even know Prismacolor had multi-liners. Wow. I don't think they had those back in my day. The Kuretake has a white brush pen. Oh yeah. And you know what? Okay guys, do you remember the last stream where I was finishing that one drawing? And I have these pens. Oh, okay, go back. Well, that one fell, so I'm not gonna get that. But I have these Pentel pocket brush pens that I put ink in and water, and I was using them for color. I thought that, okay, I added water into the black one and it just became blacker, and I thought that was really weird because I thought that the ink wouldn't like reactivate, but it totally did, so that's crazy. And this one has been dried up for the longest time, but since the black one reactivated, I put water in here and it came back to life. I was shocked. I was shocked. So if you want to make your own brush pens, they actually last. Just fill a water brush with a little bit of water, like at least a bit of water. You know, you have to see for yourself how much. And some ink, and it'll keep going. It'll keep going. It's crazy. Which is weird because this bottle of the white ink that I put in here was the pen white from, I think it was Dr. Martens. And the actual bottle of ink dried up, so I threw it out, but the stuff that I put in here is still going. That's crazy. Just needed more water. I don't remember if it spreads. Oh, okay. It's okay. I think another thing I could suggest is like a tip would just be don't be afraid to experiment with different things. Different pens and different like materials you can use. If you have like the funds to just buy it and see if it works or not for you, it can really be helpful. When I was younger, I actually used gel pens to do lines on my art. Like normal kind of like gel pens from, I think it was like Rite Aid and CVS. That was my first multi-liner, and then I moved up to the Microns because they were at the art store, like the arts and crafts stores, and they were really easy to get. And then I moved on to the Copic multi-liners, so don't be afraid to try different things. Some people actually line with color pencils too. I'm really used to a certain like flow of work where you do like ink first and then you line. So I find it a little bit hard to switch, but it's very tempting to try doing pencil. I tried pencil, like just graphite pencil, and then going in with watercolor, and unfortunately by the time I was done, the lines were too washed out, so it didn't really work out for me, and I did kind of dirty the color a bit. So like I kind of wanted to like it, but I couldn't. But then again, I didn't like using the colored multi-liners when I first started trying. It took time for me to actually start to really like the look of colored line art. I'm kind of drawing her eyelashes over her hair, but it looks weird without them. So much better with them. They'll probably get covered with color. I think the weirdest thing on this drawing is her mouth. I kept messing it up. I was trying to leave it open so that I can color it. But it looks so weird when it's open. I usually end up filling in like the top with black or something. I was trying to avoid doing that. Okay, that's not too bad. Look, we're getting somewhere. We got the trees, we got the top of her torso. We did the face on stream. That's a good day for me. I still haven't done the face and the hair of the last one because I was too afraid. I used to use a stationery pen that was 0.385 mm to ink my stuff in high school. Oh my gosh, that's really small. Wow, they make a pen that small? That's crazy. Yeah, see, sometimes you just gotta use what you got. Actually, when I first started drawing, I just had these like kid art kits for supplies. because like there was a lot of them hanging around my family, so I just used those. And somebody had some color pencils that were like a cheap brand, and I made use of those until I started to get like much better with art. So then I like saved up money and bought some Prismacolor markers, like a 12 set. And for markers, that's not a lot of colors, but I made it work. I just kept layering things to get different colors. It's actually quite fun when you have to push yourself to make your supplies work. Which is why I've been like really into smaller palettes recently. Like I keep grabbing my Sennelier palette just because it's like really small, and I don't have to sit there and think, okay, which blue do I want? Which is so funny because I still want to buy watercolors. I still like them. I still want to have them, but sometimes limited options is much more helpful. This girl's outfit was kind of like, I wanted to give her like a magical girl type cute Japanese style outfit. And so I added these like magician-y type flank things there. Don't forget to drink some water, guys. Actually, I was quite worried about today's stream because I thought I was getting another migraine. But I feel pretty good now. So I'm glad that we streamed. Oh, an announcement if for anyone who didn't see the post on Instagram or Discord. I've decided to pull back, and I won't be streaming on Twitch for a while. I'm kind of guessing until the end of the year. I just want to take better care of my health. I still have appointments coming up that I need to go to, and I'm not really recovered fully yet. So I decided to focus on YouTube, so I'll still be doing the YouTube streams on Fridays. But I canceled the Wednesday streams on Twitch for a while. And when I get back into Twitch, I'll let everybody know. And again, if you haven't already, feel free to join our Discord. The link is in the video description. It's free, everyone is welcome. And you can like chat with me and with everybody else. You can post photos of your cat, talk about shows or whatever. I sometimes drop links to like music I'm really enjoying and like that kind of thing. So, you know, come and hang out. Oh, you can also get like posts when, like you can see posts on there when I like post something like a video or post on Instagram or like I'm going live. So it's a really good way to get informed of what's happening with me. So check it out. Commercial over. I'm just doing the frilly bits under her skirt. I love to do these kind of frilly layers. I am adding a little bit of a curve at the corner to make it look a little bit more flared out. This is kind of like petticoat layers. They probably aren't supposed to show, but I think it's actually really cute when they do. I don't know why. is going really well today. Oh my gosh. Hope you get better. Oh, thank you, Photoshop. I appreciate that. Thank you. Ah, this is the part where I accidentally get a double line and then I fill it in. Actually, I have to admit, one of the problems with inking is I tend to go over the lines twice. So maybe don't be like me. Right now I'm just kind of adding a bit more weight to the lines under her skirt where her legs are, so it's clear. I don't know, this song is bothering me. Come on, mouse, turn on. Come on, mouse, go to the other monitor. My mouse is sleepy. Really need to organize. Okay, this one's pretty good. Need to organize these songs. They're all like copyright free music, if anybody's curious. Because YouTube. I would love it if we could listen to music we actually like, but we can't. So I just downloaded a bunch of songs from the YouTube library. The type you don't have to like even give credit to. And just play those because I would like to play some of the other copyright free music, but you have to like credit every song. And I don't want to put like a book down in the video description. Oh, those laces got kind of wonky. It's okay. It'll probably be... I could probably just use a darker color, like a dark gray, to fill in the lace area, then you won't notice. Yeah, sometimes when I edit like an artwork for prints, I will leave small mistakes in because I think it actually just makes it look like more organic and interesting. But when I'm inking, like every small mistake weighs on me heavily. So funny. I just need to do more inking though. I noticed that when you do daily challenges and like if you ink in color every day, the fear is less. You'll have less fear because you're just like, oh, whatever, I can just redo it. Oh, missed one spot. Okay. Ooh, the whole body is done. Nice. Take a break? Yeah, maybe I should put my pen down. Oh, shoot. I just got really dizzy. Oh, no. Yo, body. Don't do that. Ooh, okay. I'm having a really big dizzy spell. Good call on the break. Just need to take a minute. But we're doing really good. Like, just have this circle and the fire to do. I'm a little bit afraid of messing up the circle, to be honest. That's the one thing, like, I can use a ruler to make the straight lines better when I'm inking. But I don't have anything that can, to match this type of shape of circle to make it like more perfect. But in Procreate, I can like drag and like make it a more perfect circle. So I get really anxious when it comes to the circles. Excuse me, that was a hiccup. So while we take a break, and my dizzy spell has now passed. There's a few more drawings I want to, in my spare time, put some color on. I think I can put color on this one. I really like this one. I think this one needs color. And this is the original. This drawing is the original drawing for the one I'm doing now. So this was the sketchbook. And then I took this into Procreate and made this drawing from it. So I thought it was really cute and I wanted to expand it, but I made it a little better here and there. But you can see the similarities. Every time I see this one, I think she needs a red jacket because it reminds me of like, something about the jacket reminds me of Michael Jackson. And the pants too, maybe. I'm not even a Michael Jackson fan, but it just reminds me of it. Oops, sorry. Just smacked the mic. Let's see. Oh, this is another mermaid I really want to finish. So I actually have a long way to go with this book before I finish it for sure. I did a lot of watercolor swatches in this book. I'm kind of wondering if I should do a separate sketchbook that's just for watercolor swatches, or if I should just not care and just put everything together for the future. They look so good. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, once that's finished, I'll do like a sketchbook tour of the whole book for everyone to see. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the fire and then see how I feel. And then, oh yeah, just a reminder, I don't know, probably like 12 hours from now, there's gonna be, let's see, what time is it now? Yeah, almost like 10 or 11 hours from now, I'll have a video up on YouTube, which is the review of this light pad. So don't forget to come back and check it out when you're awake. Okay, yeah, 0.05 again. Let's do the fire. Fire is the easiest part. Got the little bits coming up here. What are these called? Like embers? the little bits of fire that kind of break off. Probably could have kept going and even put some up here, but thought it might be overkill. For the rest of my day, I'll probably eat some lunch and then try not to watch the news, but I'll probably keep watching some news. It's kind of pointless though, because during my daytime, the US is sleeping, so nothing will happen. I should just stick to watching something happy. Catch up on YouTube. Watch something on Netflix or Disney Plus. What is that line? This line comes here. Oh! 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 That's her outfit! I forgot already. Where's my bigger pen? Where is my bigger pen? Always under the Lightpad, I don't know why. I forgot that this part here is the like a tail for her outfit, like kind of like magician tails again. I'm gonna use a thicker line to highlight that so it doesn't get confused for fire again. Oh my gosh. See, I take too long to ink these things and I forget. It's too funny. That's why sometimes when I'm in the groove, I don't want to stop because I might forget to do something. Like I especially get that way when I'm doing like final details of a drawing. I like to just keep at it and not really do anything else. Alright. It's too funny. No, with the fire, maybe the fire should go behind the tail. In another drawing, I had the fire on top no matter what. I think on top of the outfit is fine because it's probably in front of it. I think it'd be good if there's some fire behind her as well. Because she's inside the circle. Are you guys done with Halloween yet? Did you take down your decorations? It happens sometimes, yeah. Thanks. I actually took down my decorations last night. I felt so sad. It looks so empty without them. I see quite a lot of people on my Instagram are like already decorating for Christmas, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's a bit early for me. You know, each to their own though. think it might not be as special if I put it up now. Plus it's so annoying with Christmas decorations gather dust. Super annoying. Actually, I'm a little bummed because this year I had plans. I put it off for quite a few years, but I've been planning for a few years to buy new Christmas stuff. But because of like COVID, I don't think I'm gonna bother again this year either. I'm gonna put it off again. I think the tentative plan for us this year was we were supposed to possibly spend Christmas in America. But of course that's a no-go now. Actually, I think I'm pretty good to do this circle. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think we can do it properly. Oh shoot, okay. Ignore that spot. Yeah, that's fine. I'm pressing super light, like I'm barely touching the paper in order to keep my pen from betraying me and suddenly going in a weird direction because of the watercolor paper. So it's super light, but it's working. And to balance out like the fact that I'm pressing super light, I use my pinky and I press kind of hard on the paper to take the weight of my hand. That's like the biggest tip I can give, is like I just use my pinky to take the weight so that it doesn't go onto my pen tip. It's the same that I do with dip pens. I use my pinky a lot to kind of just like keep the rest of my hand off the paper as much. Shouldn't there be a line here? This is purple. Where's my pencil? Oh, my cat saying, wrap it up, come pet me. I cannot find my pencil, so I'll just use this one. Yeah, I think that should be there. Okay. See, I use the color or the pencil first to just map it out, just in case I didn't like the line. Okay. The symbols I put on her summoning circle are just like, this is supposed to be like wind. I think this was supposed to be earth. I put a triangle. I don't know why. Water. Or no, fire. Sorry, fire. Or maybe this is supposed to be water. I'm not sure. And there's like a moon over here, a crescent moon, and a sun over here. So many circles. Yeah. Getting there. And these would be crystals. And little stars over here. Oh, I don't know why, but that song started, gave me a little scare. It sounded so hard suddenly. Like the first note. Okay. And this stuff is like herbs and leaves kind of thing. Really easy stuff. Everything's in view, right? Okay. I think I'll switch to a thicker pen for this. Okay, gelling the sticks first, And then I'll come in and put the little like leaf shapes. Okay, then the last thing is the lines of her skirt and the lines here. So I can use a ruler for both really, so we can make sure it's good and aligned. I'm quite comfortable with that line. I think I'll mess it up. Don't be afraid to move the paper where you need it. Might not make the prettiest picture to watch, but it makes it so much easier to actually do the work and get it right. Oh, this one looks quite choppy. Smooth that out. Oh, one last line. Nice. Okay, the sewing circle is finished. So there's actually only one other thing left. Well, I guess I need to sign it too, but I just need to do these lines on her skirt. Actually, no, I'm not going to be able to use that. It won't look right. These type of lines really need to flick in. So it's just the fold of her skirt because it's very flowy. I can't really explain how I do folds. I just kind of learned from watching Sailor Moon and then from looking at Tiny Morarina's artwork. She always has like these flowy skirts. So that's kind of where I get my inspiration for the way I draw flowy skirts. Cool. Actually finished. I actually don't know where to sign it, so I'll sign it later. But I do want to put a little bit of line weight under here. I feel like it really needs it. I'll probably add more on the drawing later. Just kind of like you look at the drawing and see where you could use a bit more shadow or definition. Try not to mess it up like I almost did there. Look under the corset here. Okay, I'm gonna walk away for now. We actually finished one, isn't that great? Oh my gosh. Sorry, stretching. We actually finished the line art for this one. This is actually witch number 1. So I don't know if it's super blurry, but here's what it looks like. Yeah. Nice. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I did this. I really appreciate it. It's so cute. Thank you, Karina. I really hope if you're in the US, you have a really nice night and you get some good sleep. And if you're in Asia or Europe, you have a good day and you do something nice for yourself and you feel good about it. I don't know, that sounds so cheesy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to join the Discord. You can check out my Patreon. I will be back again next Friday for another stream. Same time, same channel, all that good stuff. You can check out my Instagram and my Discord for alerts when that will be happening. I always drop the link there before it goes live onto Discord, so definitely check it out. And yeah, don't forget to come back tomorrow for a video. There'll be a video posted with the review for this light pad. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It was very fun. Oh, thank you so much. I had so much fun with you guys too. I'll see you next week. Or actually tomorrow, technically. And then next week for another stream. Alright, bye guys. Thanks again. Let's see if I can find the end button correctly. Bye.